Okay, thanks for joining us today on Cognitive Momentum. This is Damo. We're going to do a quick video on this app that I absolutely love called Todoist. It's an app that syncs with all your devices, and it's completely free, and it's basically a to-do list on steroids. Absolutely amazing. And the reason I'm doing this video now is because it coincides with step 3, which I'm working on. Start creating your daily momentum, which is what this cognitive momentum system is all about, the CogMo system. And so a lot of us find ourselves stagnant sometimes. You know, we want to keep things moving during the day, but we sit at our desk, or we sit in our office, or a cup of coffee in the morning, and we just say, all right, what do we got to do today? And we have this list flying through our head. We may have a list on a piece of paper, but we have all these things that we need to do, and it's very overwhelming. At least that's been my experience. And so with Todoist, what I like to do is create anything that I have to do. I just put it up there and I give it a date. Usually it's just today's date, and then it goes on the today list, as you can see here. Some of the things will be reoccurring, as you can see here with the little arrows, and some of them not. Some are just get this done by this particular date, and as you can see in this particular instance, it's overdue. It's in the overdue section and it hasn't been done. But what it does is I come in here and here, I'll just show you what I do. I come into my daily here, I click on my Todoist, and I'm sitting here going, what do I got to do? What am I going to do? And boom, I've got a million things that I can do. They don't have to be, the biggest projects that I need to tackle. They just need to be one or two things to get me going. You know that the old adage is something in motion tends to stay in motion, and this is how we start our day. And I use Todoist to do just that. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you how to use it. It's pretty intuitive. You can build projects here. As you can see, these are all my different websites, my different projects that I'm working on, different things that I need to get done. If they've got a date in the past or for today, they're going to show up in today as either it's got to be worked on today or it's overdue. And it needs to be handled at some point, because these things were set for a certain date that has already passed. And as you can see, work on step 3, which is the step we're doing now, working on this video as well as writing the post for the CogMo System step 3. Okay, so then once I've completed that, once I've completed this video and the post, I will click that. It will be done. It will be over. These ones here that you see with the recurring arrows are things that I do every day. So I do tapping as a way of meditation. I'm not going to go into that now. It will be another part of the system later on down the line. I try to write in my journal every day. I try to pray every day. These types of things I put in here because it gets me to come in here and click them off. When I get up in the morning, if I've said my prayers, if I've done my tapping, if I've written in my journal, or if I have read something inspirational, and this just means 5 minutes. You know, if I'm in the bathroom or I'm sitting up here having a cup of coffee and I watch an inspirational video or I read something, I click it off because I did that for the day, and that gets my day going. It gets my cognitive momentum moving for the day, and it gets me thinking about, okay, good, I did that. What am I going to move on to next? As far as this overdue section, I don't let it get frustrating with me. They're basically things that I definitely am procrastinating on a few things, but that's okay as long as I'm not procrastinating on everything. And if it gets really bad like this one here, I'll just reset this. As you can see, 3 months ago I was supposed to do this. I did not do it. I don't get discouraged. I simply reset it for, let's say, June 28th and hit save. And it'll come up again on June 28th. And it will have to be completed by that time period. And I can always go back through that particular project is right here, and I can see where it has to get done if I want to go back and I don't have enough projects to finish that are on my main page. So I can always go back and find it somewhere else. It's in the system. Point is that this Todoist app, which syncs with all your devices, is a wonderful way to get your day started or in the middle of the day or at the end of the day to give you ideas and things, even if they're just small little tasks you have to take care of. The other thing I use it for are for personal lists, because you can take this on your phone. These are things I want to do, errands and entertainment. This is Fun Time Theaters, something I want, it's just something I want to do in the future. It's a mystery dinner theater thing, and that's just sitting there for giving me ideas for, when I'm bored and I want to do something on the weekend, and I'll remember things I want to do. Things to do with Chubba, that's my granddaughter, so things I want to do with her. Grocery lists, I add this because it's going to be on my phone, so when I go to the store, if I think of something during the week, I just put it on right here, and it'll be on my phone when I go to the store. So if I got something I want to do, and it doesn't necessarily have to be done today, or I'm thinking about it, I just add it right away, and I usually add today's date, and if it gets overdue for a while and it's not important to do, then I just set a date for it in the future. But the point is, I always put it on this list, and then I have things to do when I am stuck or not motivated to do anything. So Todoist, great program. It's in the resources page of Cognitive Momentum, CogMo Resources. You can click on that and go just download your own version of it or log in on a desktop. It's free. There's a premium version, but I've never had to use it. This gives me way more than what I need in terms of the free version, so it's great stuff. I hope you enjoy it, and let's start to create our daily momentum. Take care. Bye.